Howdy, everybody. So, Life Lesson Friday for April 7th, 2023. Just left a short description good. And there's so many things I could say about this. And one is it's Good Friday this year. And for those of y'all that know what that means, um, it has to do with Easter. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but check it out if you need to Google it, if you need to research it, check your Bible. Um, but it is Good Friday, and one of my friends posted something online that said something about man, it sucks to be one of the good guys because man, good guys always finish last. I'm tired of finishing last, and it made me think. I mean, there's that saying, and I think that saying's out there um, because just somebody was frustrated, right? And so the saying comes along. But in reality, if you're a good guy, you never finish because you keep going. And so you're never done. It's not that you finish last, it's that you never finish because you're always trying to do something to improve yourself, improve others, to get to the next level because the next level leads to the next one, right? There's always another level. And it's one of the things that, like, for those of us that are old enough to remember when video games first came out, and the strive was like, can we get to the end of the game? And now it's so easy to continue to build levels and levels and levels, and so you're never going to get to the end of the game. My son was playing something, um, Lego Star Wars on the Xbox the other day, and he's like, I reached the end, Dad, and I'm like, no, believe me, you didn't reach the end. There's no way you reached the end. There's more to it. You just hadn't found the door to the next level or whatever it is. Um, but that's one of the things is that it good guys never finish last because they never finish, and that's the way we need to start thinking about it. And if you go into something thinking I'm just trying to get to the finish line, well, that's a competition, that's a race, that's an event, but that's not life. Because yes, life has a finish line on this earth. And that finish line is when we die on this earth. But in my belief, and what's going to happen, and we celebrate what happens in 2 days on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, we celebrate the resurrection, and we celebrate our ability to get to heaven through Jesus Christ. And so I don't believe that it's ever finished because you're going to continue on into the next life. Your soul's going to continue on into heaven if you believe in Jesus Christ. And he holds the key to the door to get you in. And that's why I think good guys never finish. It's I'm never going to finish, and to take it to another direction, my financial advisor, I remember speaking with him, and he's like, "Oh my, this is what you need to be able to retire when you do it." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, like that word doesn't exist for me anymore because of what I do and what I've been called to do by God is to help people with their health. As long as there are people that are unhealthy, as long as there are people that are trying to strive to get better at fitness, to understand nutrition better, to help themselves get out of illness and disease, I'm never going to be done. And so retirement's not a thing for me. Will it change how much I work, how much I do? Sure, that might ebb and flow and change, and that might decrease as I get older. But I'm never going to be done because it's too important. It's never going to be finished. And whenever I finish on this earth, someone else, hopefully, I will have taught to take up the charge and be able to go the distance for their life, helping people just as I am. But I think that's what good means. Good means that you're doing stuff to help other people. You're moving society, you're moving your friendships, you're moving your relationships, you're moving people around you, your community in a positive direction, and you're making a good influence on on anyone. Like now we have the, I mean, through this video, this could touch anybody in the world. And so it's like, are you making a positive influence in people's lives to help them? That's good. And if you're doing good, you're not going to finish last. You're never going to finish. That's the difficult thing to grasp, because you have to make that change in your mind of, you're not trying to reach the finish line. It's not about reaching the finish line. It's about going the distance. And only God knows when that distance is going to stop. He's the only one that knows where that finish distance, that spot in the distance, he's the only one that knows where that is for you. And so you just have to keep going. And you just have to keep doing those good things to help lift people up, to help other people get the goals and successes and things that they desire in their life. Because if we do that, then we're going to get what we want as well and what we desire. And we're doing the good things. And then when you get to heaven, you'll hear those words, "You've done a good job. You did what I asked you to do. You did well." And that's, in my mind, that's what I'm striving for. And I've got my key to heaven because I believe in Jesus Christ and I believe in his resurrection that we're going to celebrate on Easter. And that's a part of what Good Friday is a part of, and the whole semblance of what we were recalling and remembering that happened some almost 2,000 years ago. So, but to go back to what my friend posted about good guys finishing last. Good guys don't finish last. Good guys don't finish last. Good guys don't finish. Because it's always something more to do. So, that's Life Lesson Friday for today. I hope you all have a happy weekend, happy Easter. Spend some time remembering what God did for us, what Jesus did for us. And if he can make that sacrifice, believe me, you can make the sacrifices that you need to make to become the best version of you to glorify God. So that's what I got for today.